Curling is embedded in our country's DNA, coast to coast, in cities and small towns. This summer, Sportsnet headed out to Newfoundland, home to one of the most popular curlers on the Grand Slam Tour, Brad Gushue. Here on The Rock, we found a story about two lifelong friends who fell in love with the game at a young age. So Brad, where did you get your start in curling? A lot of the times it's through family. Did you start in a junior league? How did you get started in the game?
There was an announcement at school, and they said for $20 you could curl 3 afternoons a week. So I came home and I said, Mom, it's not that expensive. I'll pay for it myself. You just got to bring me down there. And anyway, she caved and brought me down there. And actually, my last day of hockey was the day before my first game of curling.
I basically found myself on the ice at an early age. In the winter months, it's either hockey or curling, and I spent my days at the curling rink, running around when my parents curled.
Both 37 years old, these guys have done it all. Olympic champions, Brier champions, world champions, and 7-time Grand Slam winners. Throughout all his success, Brad has had his best friend and third, Mark Nichols, by his side.
I think it's that we're so different. I think I can be pretty intense and highly focused. Mark can be a little bit more laid back. I could be outspoken. Mark's a little bit more quiet, and kind of that yin and yang. You know, it's we even each other out, and certainly there's times where I say to Mark, you got to speak up, you got to say something here, and there's probably times where he tells me to, Brad, zip it.
We both push each other to get better because I know he wants to make sure he's better than me, and I want to try to be better than him, and I think that just continues to push us to improve.
Between winning the 2005 Olympic trials and a gold medal Olympic performance in 2006, these guys went from underdogs to rock stars.
What was that like coming home to St. John's with that gold medal?
Exciting, intense.
You walk in through those doors and the place goes up, and I got goosebumps thinking about it.
Coming down that elevator at the airport and thousands of people, there was no room for us at the bottom of the escalator. It was insane.
It's crazy to think that we had that type of effect on Newfoundland and Labrador in terms of shutting the province down for a curling game. I don't think I would ever, in my wildest dreams, ever believe that could ever happen.
The pressures of keeping the success going can be daunting. After the 2009-10 season, the unexpected happened.
Talk to us about when Mark decided to leave the team.
I had become pretty demanding, and we didn't have that group around us that was willing to put in the work and that was necessary and put in the time. So I became a little bit more demanding, and part of that was on Mark, and Mark doesn't really respond to that, I don't think, as well as some other players. And so he probably got a little bit frustrated with me, and then I think the grind of having gone through those lean years where we didn't get to the trials and we didn't get back to the final of the Brier, I think he wanted a break.
For the next 4 seasons, they didn't talk much until Mark moved home expecting his first child.
We wanted to be back in Newfoundland closer to my family. I reached out to Brad and I said, I'm moving home. If you're interested in having me back, I'd love to chat with you.
I felt bringing Mark back in would take us to the next level. He brought in the experience, he had the comfort level with me. I thought he could help me in the development of the other guys.
The stage was set for success. 6 Grand Slam titles in 3 seasons, and a 2017 Brier win at home in St. John's.
After going through those lean years, to win the Brier, win it at home, overcome everything that we overcame that year, we kind of rallied around my injury, and then all of a sudden Jeff's injury came on, and it just brought us to another level.
Our fans are very proud that we're based in Newfoundland and Labrador. We're based in St. John's. We practice here, we train here, and we represent the province as best as we can.
When I first started curling, really our club was on the brink of closing down. There wasn't a whole lot of interest in the sport, so for 2 guys like us to aspire to be the best in the world and to be an Olympic gold medalist was kind of unheard of.
I never believed that I would have been able to kind of accomplish this much at this age. I always dreamed it, to be in the position I am right now, having accomplished kind of everything that I wanted to do in curling, you know, I'm very lucky.